Here we go. Here we go. Got the mic working. Got to power this bad boy on through the console, which is behind me. Let's go ahead and connect to Bloodborne. See if we get the right one going. Boom, we got it. You should be hearing Bloodborne audio, and you should be hearing me. Maggie, how's it going, man? So I got this new setup for when I'm just chatting. I think it looks pretty cool. It's not perfect. I threw it together in like 10 minutes before the stream started, but it's another option for me if I ever decide to do streams talking about random nonsense. Since I have my series that I've been uploading to YouTube called Gaming Bullshit. And it's not the word bullshit because I have an exclamation point instead of an I. Here's some Zevia creamy root beer. All right, let's get back to the game. We're not here to talk about nonsense. We're here to play the game. I don't have it set up to make my background invisible because I think that uses quite a bit of system resources actually to make the background of my webcam invisible, to make it appear like it's just me here. All right, let's see. This looks okay. It's a little stuttery. It's never a completely consistent experience with Chad PS4. But when last we left off, we had switched it up to the Kirk hammer. And I think we used all of our blood echoes as far as we can. I think we need like 9, yeah, we need like 10,000. So we defeated Amelia, Vicar Amelia, and now we need to figure out where to go next, because I don't remember where to go next. Church of the Good Chalice. I don't think that's where we want to go. I think that is actually where we fought the Bloodstarved Beast. There's Old Yarnum. There's the Grand Cathedral, which I think the Grand Cathedral is where we fought Vicar Amelia. How's it going, Maggie? Played any new games lately? You know some of the new games I've been playing because I play them live on stream. Not all of them, obviously. I would maybe like to play Valor Mortis live on stream, but by the time I get around to it, it may be no longer available. It's a playtest, a pre-alpha playtest, and you have to have been invited, and I was invited. And how did I get that special invitation? Well, I basically just asked for it by clicking a button on Steam, so I don't imagine it's all that exclusive. Maggie asked, did you finish the Trails demo? Not yet. It actually goes on for quite a while. I forgot these guys are right here. It's a pretty long demo from what I can tell. Oh, nope. Got him. Got to use the door here as my weapon. Oh, come on now. That looked like it hit him. Okay, that didn't work. We want to get this guy. Oh, no. I missed. Oh, that's not good. Now the frenzy is going to build up. It almost builds up all the way with one hit, which is kind of absurd. Yeah, that Trails demo is pretty long. I finished the Visions of Mana demo, and now that I'm a little more open to that style of game, I found out it's actually not that bad. I was originally super unimpressed with it, but having played it a little bit more and given it a real chance and being in kind of a different mindset, it's not bad. Oh, he did a spinny, and it didn't hit me because he is just too tall. All right, Maggie, let me know if the audio volume is good for both game and my microphone. I gotta remember where to go from here. I think we actually go down here to the area with all the snakes, maybe? The last fight is the highlight of the demo. In the Trails game, Trails in the Sky first chapter, I am pretty well, like, into the game at this point. Not super impressed by the story or the dialogue, but I kind of like the gameplay and just the feel of moving around in the world. I like being able to switch between turn-based or action, and that's kind of awesome. Let's do this. Let's get the frame rate up there in the corner. Although that frame rate counter does not appear to be consistent at all, because as I move the camera around, it does not look like a consistent smooth 60. So I don't know what causes it to look jerky like that. I've tried oh yeah, that's not the best there. But then again, you know what? I'll be honest with you. It's generally better than if played on the PlayStation 4 or 5. So, you know, there's that. I forgot this area has snipers. And then we got that nasty beast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he got me. Got my health back. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Oh, shit. It's a dog. The dogs of doom. Whoop. Okay. I didn't like that. Not bad. Got some of my health back. This will take us to the Shadows of Yharnam, I believe. And now there's 3 shooters over there. So I'm not sure how you're intended to tackle them, because there's 3 all grouped together, which seems kind of strange to me. But whatever. Ow. Okay. And then there's... Oh, no, there's 4? Okay. And then there's more over here. I'd forgotten about this area. Very Tanimura-esque. Just overwhelm the player with a whole bunch of copy-paste enemies. Thankfully, they did think a little bit about this and give you some trees and graves to hide behind. But how are you supposed to approach the 4 of them all together at once? You know what I mean? That's kind of a shit show. I'm not sure what safe methodology you could have to try to approach them all. And of course, people talk about things like, oh, it says I'm offline. Oh, now I'm back. Okay. I don't know if I actually went down, but YouTube claimed that I went offline. May just be a glitch with YouTube. So I don't like it when people say things like, well, use this ranged item, this ranged consumable. I'm like, well, you can't count on people always having those consumables available to use, so. Oh. Now I'm screwed. Oh, did you see that graphical glitch? He glitched out. He turned to a rainbow. We've experienced very few graphical glitches other than the vertex explosions, which we fixed with a mod. So that was interesting to see that. That's a type of graphical glitch that I haven't seen in Bloodborne since the early days of the emulator, Shad PS4. Interesting to see it this late in the game. I'm going to do that just because I thought I heard something behind me, but, you know, there's a lot of stuff all over the place here. You hear a lot more of it, obviously, with headphones or earbuds, so that's a thing. Hey, there's one of those nasty dudes. And another dog with him. Whoa! I think you can stun lock them. Yep, you can stun lock them pretty easily too. Not bad. They don't drop anything, but you know what? That's fine. Not everything has to drop something. It's just nice when it does. By the way, if someone's pointing a gun straight at you and tries to shoot you, I don't want you to get the wrong impression and think that you can just dash to the side right as they fire. That bullet's gonna get you. Bullets are fast. Faster than they are in most video games. You're getting shot from so many different angles here. But I will tell you this. It's a great place to stock up on Quicksilver bullets. I really did want to play this with the mouse and keyboard controls. I just could not get the mouse look to work properly because it had to basically convert mouse movement into an analog stick input. And that was far from perfect. It just didn't feel right. It wasn't just that it was slightly jerky. It was that it had like a weird acceleration and slowdown, and it did not work as I had thought it would. It was okay. It's doable. I have not gotten any more vertex explosions since installing the mod. The mod appears to have fixed it. That's interesting. Is that a product of the mod where you can see the exact line where the textures come together? It may, or the mod, the emulator. It might be the emulator. I don't remember seeing that in the original game on emulated, but it's been so long, I wouldn't know. And that's a small detail. Who looks at details so small? Okay. I wish this looked smoother. It's looking pretty like stuttery and jerky to me, but you know. Every time I launch Shad PS4, it seems to give slightly different performance. It's never entirely consistent. Oh shit. Oh shit. Here we go. All right, that's where R1 spam comes in handy. Spam the R1. R1 to win. Spin to win. Although there's no spin on this. There is a spin on the Hunter's Axe. If you pick the Hunter's Axe, I don't know if you've ever used it, you can do the spin to win with that thing. Pancake this guy. Ah, shit. He broke free. And I think we encounter a few enemies, a few of those type of enemies in the boss fight. Glad that this opens because I don't have any key for it and wouldn't know where to go looking for it. Weird that they put a door there. I don't think it's a disguised loading time because once you open the door, it stays open and then you can just run through it. So I guess it's just for effect. What was the demo I talked about earlier? Visions of Mana. Yeah, it's Visions of Mana. It's part of the... Well, some people pronounce it mana. If you have a preference, I'll pronounce it however you want. In fact, I'll say mana because it sounds cooler. Sounds like, you know, formal English. Visions of Mana is part of the Mana series, like Secret of Mana, Legends of Mana. My first experience with the Mana series was on the Super Nintendo with what was called, for the United States, the North American version, Secret of Mana. And really liked the game. I remember buying it, and I got it sometime around Halloween. And the way I remember that is it was close to Halloween, but not on Halloween. The way I remember it is I would tell my mom that in the game, you got candy, and that's kind of like in Halloween how you get candy. Like candy was one of the healing items in the game. By the way, Maggie, let me know if you're seeing the connection drop, because YouTube keeps telling me that I'm dropping connection. So... that's a bit concerning for me. Let me take a quick look over here and see what my stream looks like. Seems to be fine to... I don't know. It says something live? I don't know. I think it's a YouTube error or something. YouTube gets weird sometimes. It reports the wrong number of people in chat. It reports that you're disconnected even if you're not.
Welcome home, Koda.
You had to refresh. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I don't think that's something on my end. I think that's a YouTube problem. My internet, since I got this new internet, has not gone down once. It's currently working. So I'm pretty sure it may be YouTube or something between me and YouTube. Anyway, I was talking about the question you had about Visions of Mana. It's a demo that's available on PC. It may be available on other platforms. It's part of the Mana series. My first experience with the Mana series was Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo. That was a really cool game. I got that around Halloween time. And the way I remember that is there are candy items that you find in the game to heal. And I would... Oh, look at that. That's really good right there. We want that. I would tell my mom, I was like, hey, Mom, look, there's candy items in the game that you heal. It's kind of like on Halloween, how you get candy on Halloween. And I'm sure she wasn't very impressed by that. I was a little bit older than I probably should have been to make such a silly little comment. Okay. Well, yeah, the Tier Blood Gem, that's the only thing we can equip there. Attack versus beasts, physical attack, and boost rally potential. And HP continues to recover. I don't know what HP continues to recover means, honestly. We need one more twin bloodstone shard, which hopefully we'll find some. And then we can get this weapon upgraded again. Upgrading weapons is super important. So, I've been stacking vitality, but I haven't been putting any points in any of these because I figured, you know, people say just stack health in it, well, vitality and endurance, but let's put some points in it. Why not?
Farewell, good hunter.
Let's see, is this going to be a new tombstone? Yes, it is. Hemwick Charnel Lane. Yeah, the series I've started, which will not replace any other series, but I'm calling it Gaming Bullshit with an exclamation point instead of an I. That's meant to help me get out videos much faster. They're not super involved. They don't take a ton of work. I can kind of decide how much work I want to put into each video. Like how many little clips from other videos, how many clips from movies or TV shows, how many GIFs do I want to use, how many memes do I want to throw in, how many images do I want to put on the screen. And then, of course, I just have like some background footage, which I know some people hate that. If you've ever seen Metatron, he's pretty big on YouTube. He says he hates it when people just talk about a subject and have some random unrelated game footage in the background. And I will say I get that. I totally get that. You kind of want the footage to be relevant to what's happening, but sometimes the topic at hand doesn't really give you a lot of footage that's relevant. And people want something to see just in case they are watching it. And so what I like to do is show them some games I've been playing, some recorded gameplay footage, especially if it's from a demo that they might not know, or if it's from a game that's a little more obscure. And I put the name of the games that I'm playing on there. Bill Bones, how's it going? Welcome to the Goon Gang, the G3 Brigade, where we're gaming, we're grifting, and we're gooning all night long, at least for 2 hours. And yeah, I like to put the names of the games that I'm playing in that background footage so people can see that and maybe discover some new stuff for themselves. Woo! She tried to grab me. Now, I will say, these women are surprisingly low health. Like, they're very easy to kill very quickly, which is interesting considering that this area you think should be a little bit higher level than where we came from, but these female, like hags, I think they're called, are really easy to kill because they have such low health. All right, let's climb this ladder. Oh, it's broken. What are these things hanging here? What could these things be? I wonder. Hey, Bill Bones, how's it going, man? What have you been up to lately? Played any good games? Any good demos? Anything that we might not know about? I like to, like I said, during my Gaming Bullshit series, where I just talk about random stuff, usually something stupid or the stupid ways that people respond to stuff going on in the community. Of course, what woke people talk about is just prime material for that series because they oftentimes focus on dumb things. I like to show random footage in the background, and I'll try to pick games that maybe not everyone knows, or games that I think they might be interested in. Like that Valor Mortis that I had in my last video, that was a pre-alpha test, and I think a lot of people who watched my Souls content back in the day will be interested in that game because it is a first-person Souls-like. You can dodge. There are even perfect dodges, although, you know, Souls didn't have the perfect dodge mechanic. Stellar Blade does. Who's throwing fire at me? Oh. She can't say that she didn't start the fire. That's a reference to an old Billy Joel. I think pretty sure it was Billy Joel. Look at this lady. She's got a hot poker. Shouldn't you be using that to iron clothes, you old hag? I only called her that because I think that's what they're literally called. But Valor Mortis is cool in that you have parries, you have dodges and perfect dodges. You can dodge out of the way of attacks. You can do special like visceral or like ripostes. You have a pistol. You have a basic sword, a pistol, and then instead of the pistol, you could swap between the pistol and a sort of magic ability. And the only magic ability you have in the demo is shooting fire out. Really was a fun game. I think I'll be interested in playing the full version when it comes out. No release date set yet. But they asked in the survey how much I thought it'd be worth paying. I said 40, although it may be worth 50, but you know how cheap we all are nowadays. Got him. Oh, it robbed me of the visceral because of the elevation issue. Uh-oh. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I saw it coming before I got hit. Do you see how often that bullshit happens where you get the visceral as you get hit? It's because the timing on the gun is just too slow. They fucked up the timing. I do honestly believe Bloodborne has bad timings on the gunshots because you so often will get hit right as it hits you, and pulling out that gun is so damn slow. You know, you got to be able to whip it out fast so you can use it quickly. You guys know what I'm talking about. G3 gang. Oh, I did say brigade. I don't know if I want to use the word gang. It may not have the right connotation in certain circles. Maggie, there was a series busting teen killer players called Biggest A-Hole. YouTube forced the guy to change it, so he switched it to Biggest Gentleman. Interesting. Well, if YouTube wants me to change gaming bullshit, then I will. I'll call it like gaming nonsense, gaming malarkey. No, Joe Biden ruined the word malarkey. I thought it was kind of a funny, silly term, but once Joe Biden started using it, everyone made fun of him for it, and now it's kind of, I can't use the term anymore. We got to wait until we get, you know, farther away in terms of time from Joe Biden before we can all start saying malarkey again. He ruined it for us all. Nobody wants to be associated with Joe Biden. He stole it from Corn Pop. Yeah, malarkey's been around for a while. It's an older term, but it just sounds stupid, and sometimes I like words that sound dumb. Fox, do you remember having problems with ROM in your YouTube Let's Play? Not specifically, although I probably complained about how ROM is not only an ads fight, but it's also a kind of a shit show fight. I've watched a lot of people talk about ROM, and he is one of the only, is one of the only bosses in the Souls series where I see a lot of people say they think that's a bullshit fight. It's a real shit show whether you can get through it without taking damage. People that want to do a no-hit run tend to say that ROM is an issue. So I do think the ROM fight could have been done better. It's not horrendously awful, but it just gets very, very messy, you know? I like how that dude just pops up and makes a big deal out of his entrance and then wanders off, not even noticing me. Very anticlimactic. These guys have a crap ton of health, though. Oh, I ran out of stamina there. Oh, no. The other thing that Miyazaki relied on a lot with Bloodborne is a lot of enemies that have super long combos. Not that you can't handle them, but if you start getting hit by them and start getting stunned, it can be It can be very easy to die to those, you know, 7, 8 hit combos. Oh, I didn't even see those little freaks. Oh my gosh. I just thought they were like grass or something. Oh, there's another one. Hiding in the grass. They're like snakes in the grass, except birds or something. I don't know. Bird dogs. The ones later are bird dogs. Bill Bone said, I never had too many problems with the one. The one in the Depth 4 Chalice Dungeon was the harder one. I don't recall that one specifically, but I did do all of the base, all of the standard Chalice dungeons. Like if you follow the standard path that people talk about to get to the end and fight all the bosses. So I'm pretty sure I would have fought all the bosses in the Chalice dungeons. There may be some that I've missed, but hopefully not. You know, I would really rather not fall and die here. This is a really shitty area to fight because it'd be easy to fall off the edge or get stuck on the tombstones. Did I never do an Old Hunters DLC run? I thought I did, but if you go look at that channel, I think I've renamed it to something that matches my current brand, and I may be posting more to it. We'll see what happens. I do not want to flood the main RealMarcFoxx channel with playthroughs because that puts a lot of people off. That's kind of a different audience for watching straight playthroughs, and some of them don't appreciate the channel getting flooded with playthroughs. So I do want to keep those two separate. I don't have a ton of people watching my content right now, but I'm still trying to build up that base. And I need to be more consistent about my uploads. That's why I did that one video where I pulled a segment from a live stream where I was talking about JRPGs. I don't plan on making that my primary content. I know some uploaders do that. Their content goes from separate edited YouTube videos that are topical and they, you know, include lots of stuff in it and they're focused. And then they go to just doing live streams and clipping the live streams and turning those into YouTube clips, which, you know, we know people that do that, and that's fine, but that's not my preference. I did do the Old Hunters DLC. I was not as impressed as other people were. I mean, I would never say it was like the most amazing DLC ever. Whoops. Well, yeah. Hey, I have an idea. See all this hay in my... Here we go. Okay, well, it didn't work. Probably for the best. We would have just burnt to death in there. Yeah, Bill Bones. What did I rename the channel to? I can't even remember now. Like RMF Plays or something like that. I can't even recall exactly what I called it. Do I like any of the Ratchet and Clank games? Not really. Those aren't the games that I typically play. The most Ratchet and Clank-like game that I've purchased in the recent past and played was Astrobot. And I know it's not the same, but that's the closest that I've gotten to it. I bought Astrobot, the new one, on PlayStation 5. I can't play right now because my friend still has my PlayStation 5. Maybe I'll never get it back. Who knows? No, he'll give it back to me if I ask for it. I just don't need it right now. I do want to do some Demon's Souls remake content at some point, but I'm not in a rush. I've got so many things I can play. I don't need to demand my PlayStation 5 back quite yet. Bloodshot Eyeball. Don't even know what it does. But I'll figure out. Come on, lock on, you piece of garbage. Lock on. Lock. Okay. Woo. Well, that didn't work. Okay. That guy hits hard. He hits like a truck, a dump truck. It broke my lock on. He recovers very quickly while being stun locked. Like, he comes back very quickly, so you gotta you got to lay on the R1 pretty darn thick. Did I play the Silent Hill 2 remake? No, not a big fan of Silent Hill. Not a big fan of Resident Evil type games. Those horror games, those slower moving. Oh, look at that. That's a first for that kind of. Oh, look at it. Look, you can really get it to glitch out in some interesting ways. It looks like an old, like, CRT TV at times here. There we go. That's what it looks like when your Atari 2600 glitches out. Ah, the Atari 2600. Those were not the days. The graphics were garbage. Most of the games were pretty terrible. Minimal fun could be had with those, but, you know, it's all we had back in the day. I quickly moved on to the NES. I never actually owned the Atari 2600. The Atari. I never owned the Atari 2600, but my uncle did. And when I go over to my grandma and grandpa's house, I would play on the Atari 2600 when he would bring it. And man, that was awesome. I remember my mom commenting how cool it was and how weird it was that I could control the image on the screen of the TV. Just to give you an idea how new the concept of video games was back then. My mom had never seen one other than maybe she'd heard about them in the arcade, but she never went. But she's like, you can control the little images on the TV. That's crazy. That was surprising back then. Crazy, wild, unthinkable. It was like magic, witchcraft even. All right, so we've got those two people over there. One is big, fat, and ugly. All right, let's see if we can... Got him just in time. All right. This R1 spam is turning out to be a viable option here. Now, while these old hags have very little health, they can stack up the damage if you're not careful. Bill Bones, did you not even play Dead Space Remake? So, I think I have the Dead Space Remake. I played the original one and I finished it. I don't remember a whole lot about the ending, but I would like to play the remake. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Twin Bloodstone Shards. We got plenty to upgrade. I just want to get to a good spot where we can either open a shortcut or find another Hunter's Lamp. I hate it when they fall, but don't die. Because then you have to worry about whether they'll make their way back up to you. Or toss shit at you or shoot you. Nice try, lady. But I actually heard her before I saw her. So, I watched this pretty cool video today. When I was at work, there was a little bit of downtime while I was waiting for some stuff to happen. And watched a short video about how we're all so obsessed with minimalizing latency in the control of our games in terms of like either mouse and keyboard or gamepad, especially on PC. Minimizing the latency in terms of the visual experience, your monitor, your graphics card, all that stuff, getting the fastest response times and syncing stuff up. But he said we oftentimes ignore audio. We tend not to think a lot about audio. Many gamers will pay a lot of money for a really good graphics card and a really good monitor, but just use the basic audio on the motherboard and not care how delayed the audio might be. Drunken Dwarf, welcome, man. How's it going? We're back at it with Bloodborne. Okay, let's open up this shortcut before we die. It always sucks to be within view of a shortcut and then die. I mean, it sucks to die, but it really sucks to die when you're just so close. All right, so we've got the shortcut open. Oh no, it's one of these douche nozzles. I only fought one way back towards the beginning, and I gotta remember their attack patterns here. Oh, damn. That did a shit ton of damage on him. I did not expect to almost kill him in one visceral. That was wild. I thought they had more health than the other big dudes that usually carry like a block of concrete. So this will take us back in there. Although at the moment, I think what I need to do is go up that... did I go up that elevator? Where was it? Because I think the elevator takes us back to the beginning where the... There it is. Where the hunter's lamp is. So that's probably what we want to do. So I'm interested in both picking up both Visions of Mana and also Trails of Cold Steel. Or not Trails of Cold Steel. Trails of from the Sky first chapter. Is it from? Trails from the Sky first chapter. But they're both like full price. And I don't like paying full price for games, generally speaking. Unless it's like something I really, really want. So I don't want to jump on them right now and get the full versions while I'm playing other games. Alright, so trying to figure out exactly why this shortcut is here. I'm not really seeing a lot of value to this shortcut, honestly. I mean, I guess it is a bit of a shortcut, but I think it's now useless because we opened up the other ones. Yes, Trails in the Sky first chapter is the remake of the first Trails game, I believe. And then it is a remake. And then Visions of Mana is an action JRPG, if you can accept that JRPGs can be action. And that one, excuse me, that one is from the Mana series. I don't know if you ever played like Secret of Mana back on the Super Nintendo. Legends of Mana. It's from that same series. Like an adventure action style game. Whereas Trails, the first chapter, the remake, you can switch between kind of a little bit of a hack and slash style action RPG. And you can switch to turn-based. So if you're fighting some enemies, you can go into turn-based mode by hitting a button. Or if the enemies hit you with a certain move that they have, they will convert the battle into turn-based and they'll get the upper hand. So I think whoever converts the battle into turn-based gets the first turn. I have played some of the Ys series. Not super impressed, but maybe I should go back now that I'm opening my mind up a little more. I have like 2 or 3 of them on my Steam account. And I did a video about one of them way back in the day. It's a very old video now. I'd probably be embarrassed to share it with you, but if you search my page for Ys, Y''S, you'll probably see it. They're okay. Those games tend not to have, like... They tend not to have stories that I find deeply compelling or interesting. So the gameplay and the world and all that stuff has to be good enough to keep me going. Another one? 4 dogs. Count them. 4 dogs. Let's see. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to sneak up on him because... Whoa! Oh shit. How did it... His thing is long, dude. Oh, that wasn't it. You own part 8. Yeah, how many are there? There are quite a few, if I remember correctly. Oh, I barely got him with that charged attack. He was about to nail me in the face. I'm sure it would have been a hard hit. I messed up the timing on my attack. Oh, and I meant to dodge right as she threw it, but I messed that up too. Oh, and I messed up the gauging the distance right there. Being well acquainted with the length of your weapon and its range is important. Hey, look, it's more glitchiness. The sky is glitching. Ah, yes, this is very From Software-ish. Lake. Can we equip that, or do we need an item to open up the equipment? Ah, there we go. That looks good. I like it. Like I said before, it's like the Atari 2600 when it glitches out. Takes me back, way back to being a little kid. Alright, enough glitches. Hang on a second. Oh, I thought that was in the shape of a skull, that tower. 11 Ys games? And does that even count all the spin-offs? Or does that count the ones on, like, the old, what was that, TurboGrafx 16? Didn't the TurboGrafx have some of the Ys? Although I think they were ported to other systems, and or there are remakes of them on other systems. Yeah, I heard that guy down there. I knew I was hearing something. Okay. I don't want him sneaking up behind me. Or I don't want him sneaking up in front of me. I don't want him anywhere near me, to be honest. Okay. This might get interesting. Oh, I'm stuck on the grave. How ironic that I would get stuck on the grave and die. The tombstone. Does she ever run out of those things to throw? She just has a million of them. She can just keep throwing them forever. Drunken Dwarf says, I heard the TurboGrafx 16 Ys are really good. I think I've played a few. They may or may not have been ROMs, which I legally dumped from my legally owned physical copies. Well, that was way off. That was so far off, it's embarrassing. Well. Whoa, okay. Dodged too soon. Oh, despite getting hit, I managed to rebound and get him. They love dropping those gemstones, don't they? Let's open up the treasure chest and find what wonderful, amazing booty we'll find inside of it. Wow, isn't that the same thing we've been getting all along? Like we've already had dropped like 4 times. Oh no, he's stuck on me. That's how strong I am. I can just drag that big giant brute and not even feel it. Alright, the contrast in here is definitely wrong. This is not how it's supposed to look. Got him. And all he gave me were twin bloodstone shards. I'm getting those everywhere. Yeah, look at see the contrast here? Definitely not right. So there is work to be done on the emulator. It seems like the progress on Shad PS4 has drastically slowed. They were progressing at an amazing rate, and at this point it feels like they've almost stopped. Okay, I feel like I missed a lantern along the way, because I'm pretty sure this is the boss, and I've got a shit ton of blood echoes. We will equip that. I don't think... Is there poison in this fight? I don't think there's... Is there something I need to cure myself from in this fight? I can't remember. I feel like there might have been poison, but maybe not. Oh, and let me make sure I have this stream set to lower latency so I can see your messages. Yeah, I have this set to low latency, so I can see your messages closer to the time frame in which you actually post them. Let's equip a pungent blood cocktail, although I don't know if that'll actually work. Thymesia or Thymesia was a really good game. I've beaten everything but the final boss, and I set it down, and I need to go back and beat the final boss, but when I do, like, I don't remember the controls, and I'm not as good as I was before, so it kind of throws me off. Let's see. What would be better here, fire paper or bolt paper? I'm thinking fire. But in case we need to, I could also use bolt. And then bone marrow ash. Strengthening my bullets is nah. Don't really need that. Okay. Just equipping what I need here to make this fight a little better. I want to win this on the first round. The idea is not to die. With my 34,055 blood echoes. Although the paper might be wasted a lot by not knowing where these witches are. Alright, how do I find them? I don't remember how to find them. Do they make some sort of... is the emulator not going to show what they look like? There it goes. I feel like there's... Yeah, there it is. There she is. Get that little old hag. Where is she now? Where'd she go? Are there... So, I thought there were 2 of them at one point. But... Ah, you're not going to touch me with that nonsense. Okay, so I think she does something special at this point. I don't know. Oh, shoot. There she is. And then, don't I need to kill, like, one other one before killing one? I don't know. I don't even remember. Bruh, I don't remember, bruh. Where's this dumb old hag at? There she is. Oh, that's not the... Is that not the real one or something? I don't remember the exact gimmick here. Will this really do that much more damage? Maybe. I don't know. I was out of stamina there. Where'd she go? Now, do I need to kill the other one? Shit. Where is she at? Oh, shit. She got me. Have I played the modern versions of the XCOM games? No, I'm not into the tactical as much. Not normally what I do anymore, at least. Stop hitting me, you dumb, stupid, idiot, fool, idiot. Ah, shit. Alright. I keep running out of stamina because I'm trying... Oh, you... Okay, you already got me. You don't need to get me again. Now the other old hag is back up and running. Do I need to drain the one hag and try to get them, like, on the same level here? Screw it, I'll use all this shit. Oh, come on now. Ah, you son of a bitch. Where's this other one at? She's right there. Where'd she go? Come on. Okay, I think we know where she's at. And done. Kind of sloppy, but it worked. You can still die after the witch is dead if the other enemies hit you. I haven't heard anything about Thymesia or Thymesia. I imagine they've abandoned the game at this point. They're just going to let it be what it is. I really don't think they're going to release a sequel because I don't think it did terribly well. But it's a much better game than people gave it credit for.
Welcome home, good hunter. What?
If you're interested in Souls-likes and you want one with a slightly different twist, Thymesia is a good one, or Thymesia. It can be pronounced either way. I looked it up. Let's do some more damage here. I know we're supposed to stack health and put it all in, put all the damaging blood gems that we can, but I can't stop doing what I'm used to doing. Okay, Kirkhammer. There we go. Now we're on to chunks. Ah, now we have another opening here. Did we not already equip that? I thought we had it equipped. So I think those are the 3 best ones we have. Drunken Dwarf, you bought the PC and PS5 versions of Thymesia? Excuse me. Yeah, we need a tool to use that lake rune. So we're not going to be able to use it yet. Where's Garamond? He doesn't want to come back after I whooped his ass every time I talk to him. Because he never ever gives me anything. I'm not as interested in NPCs when they don't give me stuff. I want stuff. If I'm going to bother talking to you, I want you to give me something to work with. Give me a weapon, I don't know, something. All right. Oh, you know what I could do? Let me do this. I think what we'll do is add a window capture source. And we'll set it over right here. And then I need to make some adjustments. I think that should be good, right? Like that. And then pull that one up a bit. And then this one over a bit. And this one over a bit. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Can you guys even read it though? Make it a little bigger. How legible is that to you guys? It's not terribly legible to me. Let me know if you can actually read that, if there's any point in having it on screen. Do I like any beat 'em ups? I've done some. I wanted to play the Turtles beat 'em up with my son, but I didn't get around to it. I think they pulled it off Xbox Game Pass before I had a chance to try to get around to it. This is going to be another dead end, isn't it? But it is the Rune Workshop tool, so I guess this is technically an optional fight. So maybe we need to go the other way. I got to remember where to go at this point, because I don't remember. All right, what is supposed to be the next necessary step after Vicar Amelia? Because that's the last necessary boss that I fought. I have thought about playing the Streets of Rage game. My friend played it. He said he thought it was pretty good. Oh, I've got this many runes already? Max vials held +1. I think we'll go with more echoes. I can equip that many? I do not remember that. I guess... And then we don't have one to put in there. Not bad. I don't even know if it's really all that necessary to repair. Stuff doesn't get damaged all that much. We don't have any bloodstone chunks yet, but we will. Oh, we will. We'll be getting those eventually. We can't level up at all. So Hemwick, Sharno Lane. the witch's abode. So we'll go back from there, and I'll try to figure out where to go. I know that's not the end of that area. I just got to remember where to go, obviously. I'm taking advice, guys. Help me remember. What? Why are they leaving? Where are y'all going? Get back here. Oh, come on now. Oh, I killed her too? She must have caught the tail end of that swing. Hey, it's Douche Nozzle. Wait. Wait, you backing up already? Lose. Oh, wait, I was going to change some stuff on my... Get him. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. I love that they give blood vials. As long as you don't use more than one, you're gaining a total blood vials. It's a net positive. Is there a path from... There's another path around here somewhere, I think, to continue onward to the Shadows of Yharnam. Alright, I'd rather not take on two at once. They're not fun to fight two at a time. Let me get rid of all this junk so I don't accidentally use it. I want to reserve that for the tough fights. You gonna do something, buddy? Oh. Slow-ass pistol. Oh, it hit the pole. That's right. 3 blood vials. I love it. So, I guess we'll go this way. And take the whole path. Except now we need to get rid of these dogs before they gang up on us, and there's too many of them. Woo! Oh, I thought I could just sidestep the dude. Didn't work. Oh, there's another one. I do recall that if you shoot them, they fall down, which is pretty cool. It's a good way to handle dogs, right? Come on, lock on. Boop. 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 Dang, she throws those fast. No, this was a dead end, wasn't it? We must find the other path. Which way to the Shadows of Yharnam? Is there an item I missed over here? I thought I just saw an item. Maybe it was just a little flame somewhere. Eh. So, I know a lot of people consider Bloodborne their favorite Souls-like. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I remember some people were talking about how it was just the best. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, I tried to shoot, but I keep forgetting that the pistol is slow as hell. Like, brutally fucking slow. Which is why I'm always getting hit while using it. Because FromSoft didn't know how to time it properly. What? The lock-on does still have some issues locking onto an enemy inside a building while you're outside it. Which can be annoying, but not the end of the world. Alright, so that way is the way we came. I think if we go through that gate that's back there, and that's the path to the witches. That's a dead end. That's an enemy that's looking to die. Hey, her choice. She could have just stayed up there and left me alone. She's the one that came at me, I'll have you know. At no point in doing the visceral when they're dead. It's interesting that they do go into a visceral after killing them, but it's probably because there are those runes that give you more blood echoes if you hit them during a visceral. Alright, give me your blood vials, bro. Collecting lots of blood vials here. And now we have 21 instead of 20. Did we go through here? Maybe not. Is this the secret area? Hey, look at that dumb lady. She thought she was going to get the drop on us. But we got the drop on her. Literally and figuratively. What's the crow thingies? They can be very annoying. There's another one, right? Or is it dead? Oh, looks, I don't know. I've already been through here. They have so much health. I can exhaust all of my stamina, and they don't die. That doesn't do much. Oh, the torch does quite a bit. They don't like that torch, do they? Can't lock onto that one. There we go. Good way to harvest pebbles. Oh, 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 oh. Now, if you hit them with the torch, you don't get the rally health back. Crystal Rivers asks, if I were a horse, would you let me eat at the table? Probably not. I think a horse would make quite a mess at the table. That's from the Twitch chat for those of you YouTubers out there. Well, oh, she still got me? I don't feel like she actually touched me with that attack, but we'll let the Bloodborne game have that one. And I believe we've already been up here. Oh shit, I thought I messed it up. Oh, you son of a bitch. Ruined my visceral. Yeah, we've already been through there. I don't remember the other route. I'm pretty sure the Shadows of Yharnam are somewhere through here. Worst news you've gotten all day, huh? But you're not a horse, so, you know. So it's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? What weapon do I want to use? For Bloodborne? I was thinking of maybe sticking with this weapon. Although I have used it before, so, you know. It's nothing new to me. Crystal Rivers is saying that I don't know that he is not she. You have to let me know whether it's she or he. I would assume she from the word crystal, but maybe it's not crystal name, but crystal in nature. I occasionally use the hammer, but it is slower, so you gotta take that into account. I am not gonna find my way here, am I? I'm just retreading old ground. I have to remember the path to get to the Shadows of Yharnam. Hey, look. Just for Bill Bones here, we're gonna use the hammer. That was a one shot. For most weapons, I tend to stick to the base mode. I'm not as much into the trick mode. Whoops, that's the wrong button. I meant to do this. Oh, that didn't kill her. Oh, double kill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, he swiped over me. I love it. He got the first swipe, but he missed because he's too tall. See? Sometimes it helps to be shorter. Where are these freaking shadows of Yarnum? Yeah, I've been down there. That's a... yeah. Look at me running around like a noob, acting like I've never played this game before. Look, it's been a long time, guys, okay? It's been so long, I don't recall. So I feel like we've exhausted that area. We'll go back through this area. Is that an instant death pit? Can we get back there? Could we jump over this? Let's not try. With 23,783 blood echoes. Oh, I did a push. I didn't even try to do that. I don't know how I did that. Let's see. A normal run. Wait, so the run is a push? Since when? Since when is the run a push? Okay. Whatever. Okay, I missed. There are two running attacks. I'm noticing that. I'm just not sure how to control them. Whether it's a weak attack or a light attack and a heavy attack. All right, we'll see you later, Drunken Dwarf. Thank you so much for stopping by. That was the wrong button, but we'll take it. At least while we're wandering aimlessly looking for the path, we'll be collecting some blood vials. A lot of disturbed individuals in this area. Oh, shoot. Okay, good. We can get him with one hit. I like it. Nice. All right. For the dog, we're going to go with something a little quicker. Dogs are a little too fast for the big slow hammer. For anyone that's just joined us and doesn't know, yes, this is on PC. But no, it's obviously not natively on PC. You already do that, though. I don't remember how to interact with this person. Hey, look, it's an item I missed. It's a madman's knowledge. Too much knowledge is a bad thing. That's also true in Bloodborne, by the way. Anyone that's played Bloodborne and gets their insight up too high knows what I'm talking about. We're going to take this pointless elevator. And can you guys actually read that chat that I put on the screen? It's not terribly legible to me. I might have to go about it a different way. There are so many different ways to try to put chat on the screen, and all of them suck. You would think by now that YouTube would have a native built-in solution for adding chat to the stream video. But they don't. At least not that I'm aware of. You have to go about it all these weird roundabout ways, and it's really annoying. Speaking of annoying things, I have an idea. Let's do a user poll. This poll will help engage the audience. I'm gonna set this up. You'll see it in just a moment. Boom. The poll should be live for you any moment now. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to vote in the poll because that would be a conflict of interest. And despite my aimless wandering here, at least I am building up blood echoes. Am I going back the way I just came? Must be. Everything's dead. What do we got here? Well, that's a pretty creepy looking thing to make. And I doubt they made it after the hunt began. So all I can surmise is that before everything went bad, somebody set this statue up and thought this was a good idea. Not really sure who would do that or why, but that's weird to say the least. Very odd. But then again, you know, some European architecture has gargoyles in it. That might seem disturbing. We're back to the lamp, which means we have failed in our mission to find the way forward. And I'm out of stamina. Edgelords did it. That's right. Edgelords and trolls. Trolls on X. Which some people insist is called Twitter. Don't get it. Like, I'm like, yeah, I get like calling it Twitter because you're used to it. But if you see someone call it X, why would you freak out about it and get mad? I'm like, it's just called X now. Who cares? If you want to just say Twitter because you're used to it, that's fine by me. I'm not going to get mad about it. But I'll post and say something about X, and they'll be like, oh, you're a loser. You call it X. One guy told me only cucks call it X. Okay. Why are you so passionate about insisting on not referring to the platform by its new name? Do I like the name X? No. I'd rather it still be Twitter. But the best thing about X is that it's only one character. So if you type X into a tweet, or post rather, it only takes one character. It doesn't eat up as many characters as Twitter does. So it's more efficient. You know, Bill Bones, if it were just one person, that would be, you know, just one person, right? I've had so many people, like dozens, get worked up over me calling it X.
Welcome. What is...
Look at this idiot, he calls it X. What a loser. And my response, as you've probably seen if you follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, is I type something like, is it, so if you, something like if you're not a loser, then you say NM Electronics, right? You don't call it Intel, do you?
Farewell.
Because NM Electronics changed their name to Intel, but only losers call it Intel. Only cucks call it Intel. The real men call it NM Electronics. And when people are talking about graphics cards, I hear all these losers saying AMD. It's not AMD. Only cucks call it AMD. It's ATI. Okay. I legit don't know where to go. I'm looking this up, okay, guys? I think some of you probably figured I was joking about not knowing where to go. After Vicar Amelia. What to do after Vicar Amelia? I remember a lot of people got confused as to where the heck to go. So we have to find the password. Before entering the cathedral, go left to the Witches of Hemwick or something. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Hemwick, Charnel Lane. The item you get there will definitely make your journey worthwhile. Okay, that doesn't help. We're in the Forbidden Woods. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Go to the left of the cathedral. You really don't want to go any further before you do. Then if you go through the cemetery with the two church signs, there's a passageway past a brain sucker and crow that leads down to a door. When you're at the skull on the altar after Amelia, you'll be able to proceed. Okay. That's right. We need to get like a password or some bullshit. Which is the Grand Cathedral. password on the altar behind Amelia. Look at the severed beast head thingy. All right. So now we know where to go. I don't think I've gotten it yet. I do remember being annoyed by this, I think, my first time through the game, because it does kind of lead you to many dead ends. Bloodstar Beast is a dead end. The Witches of Hemwick, or the Witches of Hemlock, whatever they're called, they're kind of a dead end. Oh shit! I thought I dodged it. Don't frenzy all the way, dude. No, stop. Oh, it's got so close. Got so close to the frenzy. Maggie says they complain about people calling Twitter X, but they themselves use terms like Latinx and Wimx, women with an X. Yeah, they're the kings of renaming shit. The kings of renaming shit refuse to recognize that Twitter's been renamed. I can tell you what it actually is. I've figured it out. It's not that it's been renamed. It's not necessarily that they dislike the name, which I don't really like the name. I think X is kind of whatever, but it's that Elon Musk renamed it. And they hate Elon Musk, so therefore they feel like if they keep calling it Twitter, they're going to stick it to Musk. That's how they can stick it to the chuds. We'll just call it Twitter. Ha, that'll show them. All the chuds will be seething in rage. I'm like, okay. I mean, okay, you're the one seething in rage that I'm calling it X. I've never gotten mad at anyone that called it Twitter. Although I do sometimes poke fun at the wokies that still call it Twitter. And I post a meme, and it's Yoda, and at the top it says, there is no Twitter. And at the bottom it says, only X. So it's like Yoda saying, there is no Twitter, only X. Because I think, didn't Yoda in Star Wars say, there is no try, only do? So I think it's a play on that. Let's go down here, get the freaking stupid password. Dumb password. Which I think is down here. I don't know. We'll find out. And then there's this douche nozzle hunter down here. He's going to fuck with us. He's got a useless ass shield. Let's see how good that shield is against the hammer of doom. Oh, that didn't help you, did it, buddy? How's that shield doing for you now? How's it working out? Uh-oh. Oh, I still got him. What a loser. See? Couldn't even get a hit off. He was too busy using that shock paper. Popping his tinnitus. Oh, you got me. Surprise. Does he have the rifle spear? What does he got? No, that's not the rifle spear. That's something else. You know what? I'm just gonna hide behind this thing like a coward. What? Okay. We're gonna have to go in. Going guns blazing. Okay, apparently I can't do the parry while he's shooting. Man, he keeps dodging everything like a douche nozzle. Aha, there we go. Suck on that. Is he gonna try to heal? Is he gonna heal like a total cuck? When I heal, it's not a simp cuck move. It's not a soy boy beta move, because I can heal. I'm the player. So I just want to make sure you guys know that it's okay for me to heal. But when he heals, it's a douche move. Okay. He's doing like practically 0 damage with that thing. Though I think the damage is if I'm right up on top of it. Can you stop backing up, dude? Seriously, what are we doing here? Man, you know how long it's going to take you to kill me with that thing? Dude, you're embarrassing yourself. Just get in the fight already. Oh. Maybe this is a war of attrition. I ain't even worried about those bullets at this point. Wow, this is a fun fight. Good job on the AI from Soft. This is like seriously the AI they built into this game. It just fucking spamming shots, dude. What the fuck? Let's be honest, this is shit for AI. Come on. Bloodborne is the best Souls game ever. Is he gonna change tactics? What do you guys think? Will he eventually break free? Will he cease the insanity and move? I'm gonna record this with Shadowplay while streaming it with OBS. Best AI ever, man. Best. Oh, I love it. I'm starting to think he'll just go on forever. Yeah, Maggie, this is freaking infinite bullet spam. He just never runs out. I even set my controller down. I figure I don't need to do anything for a moment here. I'll let him tire himself out. He slowed down a bit. Oh, now he sped back up. So what's been happening lately in the gaming world, everybody? Let's talk about it. Sweet Baby Inc. Gothic Therapy, if you don't know, their YouTube channel has some awesome content. Gothic Therapy got a hold of an interview that Kim Belair of Sweet Baby Inc. fame did, in which she basically, once again, lied her ass off, claimed that all these people would make these videos about her, but did not ever attempt to contact her to ask her any questions. So many YouTubers tried to get a hold of her. Smash JT was just one of the many. Gothic Therapy was one. She did not respond to anybody. She did not respond to anybody that she wasn't sure was on her side. I'm telling you, woman lies straight through her teeth, lies nonstop, which is, unfortunately, one of the primary tactics of the left. It's not that the right doesn't do it, they sure as hell do. But the left has to lie in order to push their agenda. Because if they told you exactly what they were doing, told you the honest truth up front, well, the vast majority of people would be like, no, that's awful. We're not doing that. They have to kind of sneak stuff in. They have to lie. They have to misrepresent. They love euphemisms. So the whole euphemistic style that the left has should make them like the fact that we renamed Twitter X. You know what I mean? They love renaming shit all the time. That, you know, a new term becomes offensive, we make up a different term. And then the new term we came up with, that's offensive, so we make up a new term. And then that term becomes offensive, so we just keep making up new terms for the same thing. You can't call them homeless people, that's offensive. They're the unhoused. They're the domicile challenged, residentially challenged individuals. This guy's still going, dude. I'm telling you. Nothing has changed. I think we're done with that. I'm going to stop the Shadowplay recording. And now we will move just a little bit to the left. No, a little bit to the right. A little bit more. Oh, he's going to get us. Oh, no, he's going to get us. Oh, he got us. Will that change his AI? It will not. How How are we supposed to get to him? Like, that's a lot of perfectly timed dodges to even get to him at this point. Ooh, miss me, miss me. Now you gotta kiss me. Oh, whoa, you gonna get me? No, the well is saving me. It's the well of protection. Hey there. Nope. Oh, shit, I got hit. Whoa. 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 Okay, he's still not changing. Oh, it still gets me that far away. All right, well, we're going in. I think we've all seen enough now. You guys want to keep going for a while? Should we give it another 10 or 20 minutes? Or should we just move in there and give him the old 1-2? Introduce him to the knuckle sandwich. You know what I mean, guys? I think the hammer's too slow, actually. You just shoot the shit out of us every time we try to use it. All right, as Bill Bones said, let's give him what's for. Oh, shit, he got me. Oh, shit. Oh, he's back to spamming. He's back to spamming like a little bitch. And he constantly jumps away, which is very annoying. I guess we'll heal. Oh, and he got us. He got us again. Back to the well. Let's get him to do it again. Okay, he's moving now. He's figured it out. He knows the well tactic now. He's well aware of the well strategy. That was such a funny pun. I gotta clip this and make it its own YouTube video. Oh, look at that. Oh no. I kind of like the rifle spear, but it is kind of a pain because it's easy to miss enemies with it because it has such a narrow spread hitbox. All right, douche nozzle. I will name him the king of the douche nozzles. Is there like a guy in here to talk to us now? Yeah, that's how I feel dealing with that enemy. Is that how he feels dealing with that hunter? That's pretty much sums up how I feel. I would literally do that. I would make that noise. Are the invader type enemy more frequent in Bloodborne? You mean like NPC invaders? I don't think you actually get invaded by NPCs. You do fight hunters, but they don't count as like an invasion. I don't think there are NPC invasions. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Somebody chime in, please. She also dealt with the shooter. Bill Bones, do you like the rifle spear playthrough? My frustration with the extremely narrow hitbox of that darn thing. It was so easy to miss enemies with it. But other than that, I liked it. Hey, look, it's one of those little creepy doodads. A bloodstone shard? What? Not even a twin? Lame. I want my money back. I don't think this is the way to... Is this the way of the password, or it was the other way? I don't know. We'll find out. Whoop. Oh, no. There's a douche nozzle shooting at us. Can I get to him? How do I get to him? I thought there was a place to jump down. Maggie says hunters use equipment. Players also can use that kind of enemy. I mean, yeah, there are quite a few hunters in the game that have, like, gone bad. What the fudge? How am I supposed to get to him? I can't remember. This is blocked right here. So they're down over... Where are they at? Can't even see them. Whatever. I'm playing Bloodborne for the first time all over again. What? There's no way up here either? But they just get to shoot freely at me and nothing I can do? Take it? Take it like a sissy, a pansy? I'm no patsy. Ooh. Zigzag technique. Can't get me if I'm zigzagging. Woo! Hello, people. Oh, shit. This ought to be interesting. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm gonna die! Okay, how am I not dead? I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm so screwed. The slightest hit from anything and I'm dead, so we're just gonna roll. We're gonna be rolly AF here. Oh, I can't believe I made it. I had actually surrendered myself to death there. I was consigned to death. Alright, so what we will do now is I gotta figure out how to get to those guys. They're so annoying. I thought there was a way. I remember there being a way, but I may remember incorrectly. So my memory's not perfect. Whatever, I just went back to the same place to see if it changed. It had not changed, guys. It was the same as it never was. Okay, so what we'll do now is just run for it. And then we'll roll off this ledge, collect this shit, and then the other ones are... Ow! Damn it. The other ones are already gone. We couldn't get them in time. I put them there just to F with the player. I will heal up here, and then hope that they don't come in here. Eileen the Crow is who you're referring to, Bill Bones. Yeah, I fought, whatever, Harriet? I fought Harriet over there where Gascoigne was before I killed him. Hello. Coming? Come on in. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, so they can shoot me all the way over here. Yeah, you know what? We don't need them. Chicago? Oh, you mean the Chikage? The samurai type sword? Now we're just gonna stand in here and get sucked away by that thing up there. Is it up there? Do I need more insight to see it? Closed. Oh shit. Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah, fuck you too, buddy. Told you it was up there. It's like a big giant spider creature or something. It's like something out of Lovecraft. All that effort, and we did not get the password. That's okay. We can be resilient. We're gonna go back for it. I'm pretty sure the hunters do not respawn. You kill them once and they're gone. Forever. I'm pretty sure. I think. We'll find out. Alright, we're gonna hit this douche nozzle with the Hammer of Doom. Make him an easy fight. And then this douche nozzle is gonna get one to the face. Oh shit. Just chain those attacks together and good to go. Stun lock them. Stun lock for the win. It's the new R1 spam, okay guys? If anyone's lurking in the chat and hasn't said hi yet, please do. I set a goal for today's stream and I don't know if it even shows because I don't know how these goals work, but I set a goal for a number of super chats to 1 because I didn't want to overshoot. You know, I don't want to get crazy with it. Can I get to the rooftop right there? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's nice. It wigged out, but oh, okay, we're alive. That's all that matters. One super chat of any amount. I think they do require it be at least $2 or something like that. But if I don't get it, who cares? I don't do this for the money. Because despite being the vanguard of the gaming grifting and Gooning brigade, I really suck at grifting. The wokies on X like to call me a grifter all the time. They will never define what a grifter is because it's just a generic insult. But I would like to tell them that if I am actually a grifter, I'm not a very good one. I suck at grifting. Hey, what's back here? What's that? That looks like something. Is that supposed to be something? What is that? Just dead crows? Their faces buried in the ground? I remember this place. Remember this place? Remember that stupid fight with that guy that just kept shooting over and over and over and over again? Never stopping? Because he ran out of good ideas. He had no ideas. He went into Tanimura mode. He went into Dark Souls 2 Tanimura mode. What the? Where did this guy come from? Okay, I see how this is. You want to throw me a curveball? I can deal with curveballs. Can he deal with the curveballs? I don't think so. TSP is the retard grifter. Am I allowed to say that R word on here? I don't know. We'll find out. Gotta tell you, I've never really watched any of his content. Whoa, he sure can jump. And they say white men can't jump. I've never watched his content. I've just seen bits and pieces from other people making fun of him. And what I've seen is not good. I don't know if it represents the totality of his personality, but obviously they show parts where he looks bad. Like he's saying stupid shit. Oh, look, we can get to those shooter dudes from here. There was a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Whoop. And we'll say, as much as people do criticize him and make fun of him, he's been around since before the days of capture cards. Like, he started back in the ancient days of YouTube when you had to set up a camera and point it at your screen while you played a game. And he's still here. He's still going. Very, very few content creators ever get the longevity that he has. And because he's still going, that means that someone who's been going for like 10 years at this point, you can't catch up to him because he's still going. I don't know how he does it. I heard he subsists on a lot of haters. And apparently haters will super chat just to say nasty things to him. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm just going to be really dumb and agitate everybody and then make them want to like super chat just to post something nasty to me. What do you guys think? My new name for the channel is going to be Darkside Mark. Or Darkside Fox. Probably Mark, because, you know, I'm assuming Phil is his real name. Alright. Boop. Sorry to just drop in like this. It's funny. It's funny because it's a pun. Okay. What I want to do is draw these guys out so I can get to those little doodads and then get the upgrade materials. Hey there. Yeah, I got your attention now, didn't I? No? Yes. We all need that pig roach luck. You know, people do say he's been lucky, and that may be a factor. Luck may factor into it, but I gotta say, man, how long has he been going? He's got 40 whales that bankroll him. Tell you what, guys. Right now, I'm going to tell you what. I'm looking for some whales to bankroll these streams. Don't plan on quitting my day job anytime soon. I really don't. Even if I got super popular on YouTube, I really don't think I'd quit my day job. Going to keep rolling to retirement on that one. That's the plan, at least. But I am looking for whales. Any whales out there that want to bankroll my YouTube experience? In fact, if you send me enough money, I might just go out and get a RTX 4090. I have a 4080 Super, which is plenty good enough, I thought. until I started playing modern Unreal Engine 5 games and realized that nothing is good enough. Not even your RTX 5090 can handle those Unreal Engine 5 games, and you know why that is? It's not because they're poorly optimized. It's because those games are just so intense, guys. They're so intense and good that not even the best can handle. They're like the Crisis of our generation. Every Unreal Engine 5 game is like the new Crisis, okay? So let's see if I can get his attention without scaring the little creepy doodad. I can. Uh-oh. Oh, he's running. Little shit's running. Oh, no you don't. Thank goodness he ran towards us. He's not very smart. If you want to get away from someone, you probably don't want to run towards them. I just think that's about it. Wasn't there a third one? Is he not going to appear or something? Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so I thought that... Isn't this where we get the, whatchamacallit? I thought this is where we were supposed to get the password. Am I crazy? I mean, yes, I'm crazy, but am I crazy in regards to this? Oh, no, you don't. Get the fuck away from me. It's still closed. So I guess this is not the password path. We're going to get out of there before we get snatched up. Gamma Company 141. Thank you. You are good enough, buddy. The squeeze. But I need the whales, man. I need them whales. I need some whales to roll in here and bankroll this place. I want that RTX 5090. It's not worth what they're charging, but someone else will buy it for me. I'll take it. It's not a big ask. It's only like $2,700, guys. Come on now. Whom among you doesn't have $2,700 to spot me for an RTX 5090? Of course, I'd rather take that money and put it towards a used Kawasaki Ninja motorcycle, but if you specify it's for the 5090, then that's what I'll use it for. So where's this password at? Because we didn't find it. Did the internet lie to me? Is the internet full of liars? Because that would be disappointing if it were true. Let's get this item. It's a Frenzied Cold Blood. Nothing terribly special, but I mean, it's something. You know, it's treasure. Gamma Company wishes he had the disposable funds. Anyone playing Bloodborne in 2025 deserves all the money. Hey, it's a good game. I always criticize games. It's just kind of what I do. But the fact that I'm playing it speaks volumes. Because if I'm playing it, then that means I like it enough to play it. I generally don't play games if I don't like playing them. I'm not going to play a game that I genuinely think is garbage just to make fun of it. I won't do that. I'm not going to play Dustborn. I'm not going to play Dragon Age the Veilguard. I just don't do that. I'd rather play good games because I have limited time to play games. So why would I buy a shitty game and spend my limited time playing a shitty game? You know what I mean? That's how I see it. Well, I don't know. This is not getting me the password I was looking for. I am disappointed. I am disappointed great. Back to the internet, because I don't remember, and I hate wandering around while people are watching me. So, go to the left of the cathedral. If you go through the cemetery with the two church giants, there's a passageway past a brain sucker and a crow. So, I guess we have to go down the stairs and get to the path with the brain sucker and get our brains sucked out. Because there's nothing wrong with that. I think we lost our Twitch viewers. That there don't appear to be any Twitch viewers. I'm just not getting a lot of viewership on Twitch, which is interesting because that's where I used to stream. Like, I used to stream exclusively to Twitch. They've all abandoned me, but that's okay. I'll stream to an empty audience if I have to. I'll stream to an empty room and then cry by myself that no one's watching, but I'm still streaming. I'll never surrender. Uh-oh. I was hoping he would die in those 2 shots. Woo! Bloodstone shard, not bad. So it's if it's to the left of the cathedral, I think it's down here. Yes, that's right, Gamma Company. We all do have to start somewhere. I'm actually rebuilding. Believe it or not, and you probably won't believe this, at one point, when I was a Souls content creator, I had about 180 some people watching me stream. Man, are we a long way from achieving that again? But I'm building up to it. I refuse to give up. Oh, he got me. What a jerk. Oh, I forgot. You can't necessarily stun lock them with the weak blade. You have to use the Hammer of Doom. The only limitation the Hammer of Doom has is it's slow. Gamma Company is here for it. I love it. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, but I figure you already have. We're supposed to get new subscriber notifications on the screen when it happens. Let me see if these notifications are even working, because I never see them. Why don't I see them? Let's try it. Here we go. Here's a test. Oh wait. There it is. Yep, so the notifications do work. Okay. It's just nobody cares. Am I into challenge runs like no death runs? I probably wouldn't do a no death run. I have done like soul level 1 runs of the Souls games, which aren't that hard because so much of those games depend on just upgrading your weapon. I've done a few challenge type runs, but I typically don't go to the extent of trying to do a run that's extremely difficult because I'm not that good. Alright, I think it's in here somewhere where we can find the new way. Oh, there we go. Gamma Company has subbed to the channel. Thank you. Now, you may have unsubbed and resubbed just for the notification, but regardless, I appreciate it. There we go. Is there something in here? There's just a path. Oh, do I hear a brain sucker? This is exactly what they were talking about. Hey, this is exactly like what Reddit said. You know, I don't care what people say about Reddit. Sometimes Reddit is not so bad. I don't typically use it. I only like find it via Google search when I'm looking for stuff. But Reddit has a bad rep. Is it well earned? I don't know. I have a Reddit account. I've posted a grand total of like maybe 3 or 4 times on the entire website since I got the account years and years and years ago. Sometimes people try to insult me on X and they say, go back to Reddit. I'm like, I don't really use Reddit. Why would you think I used Reddit? I thought Reddit had a reputation for being like the leftist thing. Nobody confuses me for a leftist. Damn, he used the same trick I was gonna use. Oh, he got me again. But I killed him. He's clever. He knows the tricks that we know. He knows how to phase through solid matter. Where's this freaking password? Is it in this coffin? It's not in that coffin. Though I knew it wasn't in the coffin. I'm with Gamma Company. I do death runs. I do challenge runs where I try to make sure I die several times. All right, the challenge in this playthrough, guys, is that we're gonna die many times before we finish. Let's see if we can accomplish that. Well, you know what? We already did. We accomplished it already. Challenge achieved. That's cool. That's cool, but that's not a password. And this guy can't give me the password. Hello. How's it going? Oh, you... What? You gonna turn your head to look at me? I didn't know they did that. Guess I never noticed. Now I'm over here. And now I'm over here. And now I'm over here. And now I'm over here. I can't get behind him to see if he'd turn his head all the way like an owl.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. Oh, but protege, sir, why not?
Cooperate.
Take
Yes,
this to set
I would love your help
beast hunting.
in fights. Would you join me in the next fight, whatever it happens to be? Talk about the Vile Bloods. You know what?
I bet you
Don't care.
play the good.
Do you know where the password is, bro? Is the password on this altar? Bad or stolen memes on image boards go back to 9gag, I remember. You know, I'm just not a message board kind of guy. Although Reddit still has, sometimes still has useful content. I think this is it. I think we found it, guys. I think our journey has ended, at least the part of finding the password, and then it continues after that because the journey hasn't ended. I hope. I hope he's going to do more than cry like a little baby. Okay. What do you guys think the password is? So let's do a quick poll here. We're going to end our current poll. And we're going to do a poll. Whoops, I'm typing into the Oblivion. What's the password? Fear the old blood. Keep quiet. All right, I want 100% participation in this poll if possible. I don't know if you guys can vote. If you're on a mobile cellular telephone. If you're using a mobile cellular telephone, let me know if you can vote. I don't even know. There's so much I don't know. I've been out of the game for a while, guys, okay? The last time I was a big streamer was like 2015? 16, maybe? Which one of these do you think is the password? Is it Fear the Old Blood? Or is it Keep Quiet? I don't know. I'm thinking it might be Keep Quiet. You can vote on mobile? You can vote on mobile cellular telephones? Awesome. I do need your help. I need to know what this password is. I'm leaning towards Keep Quiet as the password. That's what I'm thinking. It's probably going to be Keep Quiet. Because Fear the Old Blood seems too obvious. Keep Quiet is a far less obvious. It's a far less obvious password. So I think you would pick a less, because you're told to don't pick a password that people could guess. I also would say that they should have put some numbers and symbols on it. They do have capitals in lowercase. They do have 1 point of punctuation in that one, so that leads me to believe it could be Fear the Old Blood because they could put a period, and the period is punctuation. So that complicates the password. But they lack numbers and they lack symbols. Both are probably of appropriate length, including the spaces. Spaces are good. No one expects a space in a password. That'll throw them for a loop. All right, let's just end this poll already. Oh, it's you guys thought it was Fear the Old Blood. Okay, I'm gonna go with it. I hope you guys are right. I think you're wrong. I'm just saying. Okay. I got it wrong. I did think it was Keep Quiet. All right, so what are you doing, bro? Not looking so good. I think he went too hard into the keto diet. He went like 100% keto, carnivore keto. Already dead. Okay. But why is dead also capitalized? If that's a sentence, why is the second letter capitalized? Shouldn't it just be the A and then the D should be lowercase? I'm going grammar Nazi mode here, guys. I'm sorry. I can't help it. The effect of my mom. Yeah, Fear the Old Blood is a hunter dog whistle for the white supreme taco chalupas. I don't want to say exactly what I was going to say there. And look at that. We found a path forward. Does this take us to the Shadows of Yharnam? I guess so. Weren't we supposed to interact with that dumb thing at the altar? Or did we already finish that part? I thought that altar opened up, but I might be thinking about a different game. Either Dark Souls 3 or Eldenborn. Blood Souls 3, Eldenborn, one of those. We've already seen this type of enemy. Oh shit. Something's breaking shit everywhere. Who's doing that? He's throwing oil. Well, that shit, that's useless if no one puts fire on me. It's like arson, man. Throwing oil everywhere. Whatever that was, I broke it, but I don't think it did anything. We're gonna break this one too. There, save the frame rate. Destroy the light sources, save your frame rate. Less stuff to render. Okay, we can't pancake this guy, he's too big. I thought that was too soon, but apparently not. I got it. Give me my blood vials, thank you very much. We're gonna leave that alone. Madman's knowledge, an adept bloodstone, whatever gem, something or other. The gem thingies get kind of complicated, but if you want good gems, you got to go to the Chalice dungeons, which were heavily criticized for being procedurally generated and ultimately kind of boring at times. But my advice is, if you're gonna do the Chalice dungeons, don't wing it. That stuff can go on forever. Instead, look up a guide on like the proper path to follow. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark. The wife is planning dinner at about this time, so I should probably end the stream here. I want to keep going. I do. I would love to keep going, but some things you gotta do. You gotta spend time with your loved ones. So we'll grab this item and probably call it at that. We got a good turnout. A decent turnout for me being a newcomer to streaming, having previously streamed. So I'm like an old comer that comes new, if that makes any sense. Used to be big. I'm a has-been streamer. I don't like it when people call me a nobody streamer. I prefer has-been. I prefer to be called a has-been. So let's start calling me the has-been streamer, okay? Don't pretend I didn't once have it. I'm like the actor that nobody hires anymore and nobody cares about. So he's doing like commercials for Humana Medicare supplement or something. That's what I'm doing. I do whatever I can, okay? Over here I'm grifting, right? I'm gonna do the lame ass advertisements because I can't get it in big Hollywood movies anymore. Thanks everyone for joining me. We had a good stream. I have to exit out of the game before I shut down the emulator, otherwise it wigs out and all the audio quits working. It's a weird thing about Shad PS4, you know. Let's use this here. Look at that. It's like me and bigger, and then the text is over there, like the chat, and then there's some icons and stuff, and you can see like my YouTube channel right there, and then there's my Twitter account thingy, and then there's the Patreon, and then over there's the chat, and it's actually it's kind of mirrored or something, so it's hard to point to shit on the screen. Thanks everybody. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell icon. New videos will be coming to the channel. Also more live streams. Next live stream is planned for Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US American time. And with that, I'm gonna call it for now. Make sure to follow me on X. I'll put a link right here in the chat so that you can all see it. I gotta set up my whole social media links thing so I can do the little exclamation point social, and everything just kind of pops up automatically. I used to have that through some sort of moderator thingy that I used to use. But anyway, Thanks for joining me. G3 Brigade is going to be signing out. Appreciate everyone that showed up, and I will see you guys all next time.